has been the Achilles heel of sorts for this Carolina team.
That's right, but with a player like Johnson who's adding so much offensively with her serve, I think it's sometimes okay for her to get a few misses here and there.
There you go.
Those middles. Leahy there, just being smart, not taking a huge rip of the ball, but knowing that the A&M defense is a little bit deep and just kind of placing it, but they're not able to get there.
Logan Lednicki now behind the service line. Big, they just set that up. You talk about in system, and that was textbook. Perfect set to Stowers, and you give her a good one, Logan, she is not going to waste it.
That's right, especially when there's one block in front of her. She is just going to take a huge rip. The South Carolina block took a step to the middle there because, again, who do you stop? And that gave Stowers a one-on-one opportunity just to crush the ball.
Now Stowers behind the service line, nice serve. Oh, and there is just an anvil coming down from the top.
That's right, just the same thing right back at you. Again, the A&M block there jumped with the middle and gave a one-on-one block opportunity to the outside there. And Hall just crushes that, no question.
Off the block, point to the Aggies. Nia Hall with 9 kills. How about that hit percentage, Logan? Is that good?
I think it's pretty good. I'd keep going to her if I were the setter.
Lednicki can't get it down. Harris with the bump set up top. Finessing it over. Won't drop. Helmuth hits it to the back row. Helmuth again. Harris with another save. Across the line. Looked like she went under the net there, Logan. Point Aggies.
Looks like you're just trying to be aggressive, trying to get there and push the ball over into the block, but just under the net.
I mean, at some point, though, you can't defy gravity, but you got to do what you got to do to get the ball over, right?
That's right.
And when you can hear it, when it's that loud, get out of the way.
Man, Hall is just coming in and crushing balls, and her setter just continues to give it to her. And I would too, until she stops, I would just keep going.
I mean, she's making setters All-Americans. When you put it to her that high percentage and she can continue to put it down, you are going to have some stats. 15-14, the edge, Carolina. 15-14, South Carolina here in the second set at the Carolina Volleyball Center, one of the most raucous places to play women's volleyball in the country. Head coach Sarah Rumley-Noble in her first season, talking strategy, has a chance to get her first SEC win, and a big one it would be over the 9th-ranked team in the country. Victoria Hill with the serve. Oh, and just a finesse tap over from Lednicki.
Smart shot there. Everyone knows Lednicki can swing away, but just slowing it down and popping a ball right over the block is a really great shot there from her.
Ties it up at 15. Oh, Beaker from the middle, can't get it to go. I mean, these athletes are absolutely pummeling that ball. Harris with the save. Hill just has to get it over. Helmuth with the tap, and it is enough. Finesse oftentimes will get it done. Doesn't always have to be power, as you mentioned, Logan.
That's right. Everyone loves a big swing, but a point is a point, and if you can just find the floor, it counts just as much.
Beautifully done. 8 kills for Lednicki, hitting a 444. Point, Carolina.
And this is around the time last set where we started seeing a lot of service errors. So I think both teams kind of get comfortable in the middle of sets and maybe start letting some things slip.
Well, Terrace got up her sleeve here from behind the service line. Gets it in clean. Tap over. 3 ball for South Carolina. Bottom side right here. Marshall. Marshall gets it the second time.
And going right back to her is such a smart decision by the setter there. She didn't score it, cross-court the first time, and then able to take another swing right down the line. And again, the block is reaching out, not able to get in front of her, and she finds the floor.
As a hitter, Logan, do you like to get it right back to you if you missed it the first time?
I do. I definitely do. It's nice to kind of redeem yourself and get another opportunity to find the floor.
Lednicki finds the floor there, off the block, drops in behind. And we have another tie.
We're getting late in this set, and this is kind of when A&M started taking over offensively, and so South Carolina needs to put the foot on the gas right here and find ways to score.
Both teams with a high hit percentage here in the second set. And there's a free run for South Carolina. That was the 9th tie of this set. You add that to the 14 ties we had in set number 1. If I'm going to do my elementary school math here, 9 plus 23 ties. How about that? That is a good matchup.
It's pretty impressive, yeah. That just shows that this matchup, I mean, the SEC in general is really hard to play in, and any night, any team can win.
Lednicki from the back row. Free ball now for A&M as it comes right back. There's Stowers. Hits it wide.
And I love when a save like that ends up in a point. Just everyone's throwing themselves on the ground to make that play and then still back in it in an error by A&M.
A&M timeout. Carolina goes up by 2. Saturday, Marty and McGee and SEC Nation get you ready for football with SEC game previews and the latest news from around the conference. This week, they'll be at the University of Florida in Gainesville starting at 9 a.m. Eastern. Both shows are right here on the SEC Network and the all-new ESPN app. How's Arch Manning and your Texas Longhorns doing, Logan? Are you living on the edge every Saturday or what?
Every Saturday. Hey, I'm rooting for them. Those are my Longhorns.
So we talked about it in the open, the Texas A&M four-headed monster, and they have been good today, led by Kendall Stowers and her 10 kills, and they really have been just so pivotal for this team all season.
They truly have, and again, we said that Stowers is the one who's shining tonight, but Logan Lednicki is, again, coming alive. She started off a little bit slow, but definitely coming alive offensively. And then Helmuth is another piece of this puzzle who's really taking advantage of those pressure situations. And like we said, Stowers and Paula is doing it all. I mean, if you're South Carolina, who do you choose to stop? It's pretty impossible. It's so balanced. Your blockers have to do a really good job of just staying balanced and not guessing what the setter's going to do and finding ways to make some late moves and just getting hands over the net. But again, Harris is playing some crazy defense back there, and so they're finding a way to handle this Texas A&M offense, even though some players are kind of going off right now.
29 kills for the Beatles tonight. The rest of the team has 1. Down below Stowers again.
Wow, what a dig though.
Yeah, it
Looks
looked like
there
an
was a net
incredible dig.
touch. Looks like there was a net touch, but it's such an incredible dig. That's so much power, and Harris is just there ready to take it.
And why not another service error? Carolina goes back up by 2.
It's definitely not a great time to miss a serve late in this set when Carolina has so much momentum, especially in their home gym.
Elena Johnson. Stowers again. Tries to tap it over. Set back there. This time she adds a little to it, but puts it wide, but it's off the block.
Smart. And that's another example of a recycle right there. Stowers couldn't get a really big swing the first time, so used the block, kind of pushed in there, and they're able to cover, and then gets back off the net and able to take a nice high swing.
Already at 10, make that 11.
Seems like this game is just going Hall Stowers, just back and forth. 2 great arms on the outside, just going back and forth at each other.
The junior Ava Leahy serving. Oh, Casapala tries to get that to go down in the middle. Great idea. Just set, return to sender. Right back into the A&M side of the court.
And the gym loved that. What a great moment. And what a great block by Hall, just staying inside, knowing that Lednicki, the set's inside, she's coming into the court, and just being low and press over the net. Such a good block at a pivotal moment.
Carolina up 22-19 on A&M, and a big reason, Nia Hall. She is just on fire tonight.
She sure is, and Coach talks about her being the most offensive player on the team, and just also talks about her attitude. She's a player who wants to win. She gets the people around her going. She has great energy, and when she's hitting the ball, it just pumps every single person up.
Kills on the evening, hitting 444 is Nia Hall. Maybe they don't want to hear about the 4-headed monster anymore, Logan. They want to talk about their own offensive skills, and they have certainly been on display.
That's right. They're looking at A&M, and they're like, if you guys can do it, so can we. And they're coming alive tonight. And it's really cool to hear the gym. You know, I think they're really just living for this energy that the fans are bringing, and they're trying to show them a show tonight. You know, they want to show that they can compete with a team like A&M, who's ranked ninth in the country.
Well, I'll tell you what, we don't know how this match is going to end, but I think they've answered that question. I know it's 2 sets into a best of 5, but this team can play, and now it's a matter of consistency and resilience and just sticking with it. But here they are, a 3-point lead, and really I feel like a must-win set. You don't want to go down 2 sets to nothing against the 9th-ranked team in the country.
Definitely. You know, anything can happen, but it's definitely hard to reverse sweep a team, you know, as talented as A&M is.
Ashley Leahy again from the service line. Clean serve. Free ball now for South Carolina. Beaker taps it over. And it seemed like A&M was just kind of off that whole point. They're out of rhythm, couldn't get a hold of that ball, and advantage Gamecocks.
I love Beaker's reaction there. She was like, I don't really know why I did that, but it somehow worked, and she's kind of laughing it off. But smart volleyball player right there, just finding a way to score.
And this is big. They are up 4 with 2 to go to win the set. Stowers, and if you're going to win the set, throwing it back at Stowers is a good way to do it.
What a block there. And South Carolina knew that's going to go out to Stowers. She's been such a huge part of their offense, and so great job of just being patient, waiting, and wow, that's a monster block right there.
The crowd loved it. Set point for Carolina. Oh, and they dodge one, 20-24. I'll tell you what, we talked about the gut punch in set number 1, Logan. If A&M somehow finds a way to dig out of this hole and steal this one, it is a punch to the solar plexus for sure. This is Carolina's set to win. They cannot let this one sneak away. Free ball for A&M. And now do it. For set number 2, they do not let this one slip away. The Gamecocks get it 25-20.
And what a way to end the set. Another monster block just shutting down the A&M offense. And look how excited they are. And look at the crowd. It's awesome to see.
Taylor Humphrey there for A&M trying to get that one to go down the line, but it was not going to happen. It felt like a few moments during that set that Carolina was gonna let this one go back to A&M like they did the first set, but they did not let that happen. Well, we got the pleasure now of being joined by the head coach of the South Carolina Gamecocks, Sarah Rumley-Nova. Sarah, this would be your first win in the SEC in this conference as the coach of Carolina. How meaningful would that be to you?
You know, I think every match is a pretty big match that we get to be in, and it's really fun to get to play volleyball in this environment. And it would mean a ton, and I'm just really proud of the way that our kids are battling.
Hey, Coach, one more question for you. Congrats on the second set win. What do you guys want to do going forward to continue this dominance?
You know, I think we're serving really well and getting them out of system, which is helping our block get involved. And I think we're just being really assertive on the offensive end of just going for it, letting it rip, and killing a ton of balls. So we have to keep those two things up.
Well, keep ripping a ton of balls, Coach, and good luck in set number 3. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
It's been a fun couple sets so far. We are knotted at 1 set each. The home crowd, they are dancing, they are loving it. The Gamecocks are loving it. Can they spring the upset? It's a 3-set match now coming back.